Since 2019, competitive solvers of Rubik's Cube puzzles have been able to improve a record time by nodding their head. How? Since 2019, competitive solvers of Rubik's Cube puzzles have been able to improve a record time by nodding their head. How?
This is a fascinating question. How are they improving the time? How are they nodding their head? How does nodding their head lead to them improving the time?
That's how I took it, the latter.
So I can chime in with a bit of knowledge on competitive Rubik's Cube solving here.
Are you a cuber, Tom? Is that
I'm
what you do
not.
on the weekends?
I don't have the patience for it. It requires learning, like this set of rote skills and like algorithms that you can sort out in your head. And the same way that I enjoy like magic shows but have never been any good at doing it myself, it just requires like so much rote rehearsal and physical training that I just don't have the patience for it. But
it's one of those skills that is truly a 10,000 hour thing.
Yeah, and I don't have enough gumption for Rubik's cubing.
You don't have 10,000 hours spare. I think that's also true.
I hesitated before saying the word gumption because I thought Adam was going to call me out on it. But but I can tell you about how they time it. To time a Rubik's Cube thing, they have an electronic mat and they have to put two hands down on the mat. They can examine the cube. They can take all the time they want to do that. Then when they're ready, they put the cube down, two hands down on the mat, and the time runs from when they lift their hands off the mat to when they have them both touching again, hopefully with the cube solved. Like that's the electronic timer. And it works like thousandths of a second. Like the world record is decided by incredibly precise timing. So
it's like 4 seconds, isn't it?
Yeah.
The world record. It's crazy.
So like a tiny optimization, I don't know why it would be nodding your head, but like a tiny change to how that works.
So think about it this way. So what if you're holding the Rubik's Cube, and if you're nodding, if you're bobbing, could you be changing your angle of view on each bob to where you like see the bottom of the Rubik's Cube, and that way you can be examining two sides in each stroke of your rocking, and that could make your decision smarter?
Well, perhaps if the cube is down on the mat and you're bobbing your head forward, you could see some of the other sides of it before you start. So you might have a slight edge on what you need to do.
They get loads of time to examine it. By the time they start, the really, really good speed cubers won't have to look at the cube once they've started. It's all done and in their head.
Think more on that.
It kind of reminds me of the photo finish in a 100-meter race, right? Where they're just bobbing their head forward, and that can be the difference between a gold and silver medal.
All right. Yeah, they're slapping their head on this sensitive pad.
Is it a face palm? Kind of just a head slam.
No, there's only one nod, and it happens at the very start.
Oh.
Okay. So it's at the very start, with like two hands down on the mat, or like where they're looking and thinking about it. But how would a head nod make a difference?
Well, you said something interesting earlier. You said they don't even have to look at it.
Huh.
Because this is for a very specific record.
Is it for cubers with vision impairments?
Not directly, no.
Blindfolded?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the record for blindfolded Rubik's cubing.
Yep.
How would nodding your head help you once?
Hold on. Okay.
Tom's there.
I'm there. I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it. I assumed that blindfold cubing would work like regular cubing. You get lots of time to examine the cube. You then bring your mask down, put your hands down, and solve it. But maybe the rules are different. Maybe in blindfold cubing, it includes the time it takes you to think about it. So the actions you have to do are like hands off the mat, reveal the cube, look all around the cube, put your mask down, and start solving. Now, if you wanted to speed that up and you nod your head just hard enough, the blindfold drops in front of your eyes, that would speed you up.
Oh, I was thinking about peeking out from beneath the blindfold when you nodded, but I think using the nod to have the blindfold come down is better.
That is exactly it, because the timer starts when the hands come up and they have to put the blindfold down first. And so the time for putting the blindfold down is included. So obviously somebody once spotted that it's much quicker to go whoop, than to go like that. So now that is referred to apparently as the nod don, and it's become common practice at high levels of the hobby.
Fascinating.